Alright, welcome heroes to another exciting game of Dungeons & Dragons, and I have yet to actually name what this campaign is called.
Yay!
Less Dungeons,
More
More
dragons, less dungeons.
There you go. It's less dungeons, more dragons. That's what it is. Okay, so when last we left our heroes, they stayed the night in an inn, which was dirty. They rode the cart down, fought some bandits, helped out a tailor, killed said tailor, and finally, after getting through unseasonably cold summer, they have arrived, or they are within sight of Southstag, the town that they have been traveling to this entire time. So, as you guys are approaching Southstag, a few things that I can point out, because it's not that hard to see. There is some farms off in the distance. You pass a few fields. Not many people seem to be working on them. Not many people seem to be tending to them at all.
Are the crops dead because of the snow?
A few of the farms do look, well, Pabst would know this most. They look like they haven't been tended in a while. Like, you see weeds growing, you see the ground. I cannot think of the words for farming. They just
Barren, overgrown, unkempt.
Tending.
All of those words. There's not been a lot of work done on them.
How are they barren and overgrown?
It's not overgrown. It's like the crops that should be there aren't growing as well as they should be. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
They are stunted for this time of year.
Neglected.
That's a good one. I wish I knew more farming crap.
You know, Eminem read a thesaurus for fun. That's how I became a rapper.
Stop.
I believe
Maybe
it.
you should have seen.
That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to make you guys wait while I look up words.
No, you're not.
Hold on, I have to look up a word. Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good word. I'll use that later.
Oh my god.
Alright, so, as you approach the town itself, there is a wall guarding it, which is uncommon. Not unheard of, but uncommon, in especially this far south of the gigantic dragon wall that is to the north, guarding from the north. It's made of wood. It seems very shoddily and hastily built. Functional, but essentially it's just logs that have been chopped up and then placed straight up. The road leads to a gate with two towers on either side. You can see men and women patrolling, because this is an egalitarian society. Why not? As you approach, one of the guards says, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Well, I'm driving, so I guess I answer. I shout back to him, "Hello there! Interesting weather you've got in this country."
"What's your business in Southstag, sir?"
"We've come to collect the bounty on Xantar, king of the forest."
Noble pursuit. I do have to warn you, or I feel it's my obligation to warn you, that 5 other parties of bounty hunters have come through here, and we have not seen them since.
Does he say anything about the snow at all? Like, that just goes right past him?
No, they had, like, he kind of, like, cocked his head when you said nice weather. He's like, yeah, it kind of is. It's pretty sunny. But he's not giving you any hints that he knows anything about the snow.
Okay, so that was all in our imagination. It was just a dream. Cool. Well, do we want to go inside this town?
Well, we have to.
Do we?
Which direction did the bounties leave?
Oh, they went through town, came out the other end of the other gate that leads into the forest where Xantar has made his lair.
And how long ago had they come through?
The last adventuring party was about... Hey, Olmec, when was that last adventuring party? Well, that adventuring party was about 3 days ago. They came through about 3 days ago.
See, if we'd actually gotten through that first bounty that we had to get without some people screwing up, we'd have been here 3 days ago. But, you know, I'm not going to talk about that, the incompetence of some people in this party.
Whose fault was it?
Let's park the car right now and discuss whose fault was it.
Whose fault was it?
Whose fault was it?
Hold up, Hugo. We need to speak about something important.
Well, it certainly wasn't my fault.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I took care of business, so I don't know it wasn't my fault.
Well,
I killed the most people of all of us. Shit, it could have been me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that explains it. It's none of our faults.
You
I
guys,
got some fancy pants, so I was happy with it.
you guys can make up details about this other quest that you did. Like, go wild with it. I don't care.
Well, we were late because we were just so competent that it took us a long time, right?
Yeah. We all did our parts, I mean, that's why it took so long.
Yeah.
Yes, one person had to get fish. One person had to get drink. You know, I'm not saying
One person
That
that
made
falls
us
down
late.
to handle their drink.
I mean, I might have snuck off to go steal some stuff, but I mean, more for us.
More for you.
for us.
I may have stopped by to visit the local prisons. As a guest, of course.
By
As
the
a
way,
misunderstanding.
the 3 guards that are at the gate are kind of just watching you guys right now as you're discussing this.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's really that terrible that we were so amazing and so good at what we do that we were late, then you know what? It's just we're just that awesome.
Excellent world building. You there, shaky looking guards. Tell us, does this Xantar have a spouse?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Why did you ask about his wife?
Because
His,
crazy
his
wizard.
wife and or husband.
Because the crazy wizard.
Yeah, the wizard.
The wizard said there's a white queen or something. He said she was married to the Muffin Man. I mean, the Xantar King, Forest guy.
The king of the forest king.
By the way, team, I think now's a good time to say I know the Xantar fellow. He was he's a good friend of mine back in the Pluto. What area was this? There's a swamp in the forest.
You were in the neutral territories, so shit, what was that forest called? That was so long ago.
Anyway, I went by this one forest this one time, and I met Xantar, king of the forest. We collected many bounties together as a good man. I would declare his name.
Wait. Tell us more about this. You were friends?
We were
There's a
best
story
friends.
here. There's a story
Super
here.
best friends.
Tell me the story.
Well, when a halfling and an orc love each other very much, nothing happens because it stops right there. You got one this big, and there's no bumping together from there on. But they become very good platonic friends, and that's what we were. We killed all sorts of people together. I would shoot a soldier, swinging my axe around, hitting all the flying types. He would swing his axe down low, hitting all the ground types, and my goodness, all the bloodshed we caused.
So you're saying that
Anyway, he's a
You know
great
him,
guy. Would
and
never
that-
commit a crime,
Us.
for sure.
Axel.
Sir, are you saying that you know Xantar, king of the forest?
Okay, no, we were like inside the cart talking in a little huddle. They can't hear this. They can't hear this very incriminating speech I'm giving.
I think you...
Well, so roll for
Yeah,
For
but-
stealth?
Yeah, roll for stealth right now.
I was set up. Oh,
You did this on your own!
it's a 3.
Oh.
But I have dexterity, so
Alright.
it's like,
Hold on, no.
Six.
He has to make he has to make a contested roll.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, he beat that.
What are the odds of that? 17 and 20?
He might have got a 1, we don't know.
Wait. No, so here's what you do. If you're okay with this Axen
No.
instead, you're very quiet, but I'm like, oh my god, so you knew him and you guys were friends? You were best friends with this guy we're trying to get a bounty on who's been traumatizing all these places and all these
Yeah.
people?
I shout, yes, Xantar, king of the forest, scourge this land, duh.
it might have been nice, yes, if you had mentioned that before.
Yeah, that would have been nice to hear.
I
What else?
No, I'm telling you, he's a great guy. He wouldn't do all these terrible things. He only beats up bad guys and bears.
Bears.
And bears.
What about cats? Does he beat up cats?
Does he beat up cats?
Are they bear-sized cats?
I'm a bear-sized cat.
We're gonna put you in the back.
You're like larger than.
No,
Does he have a lot of money? Does he have anything valuable that we might be able to get?
I mean,
His
this is not
bounty.
Xantar. We will rob him blind and kill his ass. But if it is Xantar, let me do the talking.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
He's cool. Come
We're
on,
all,
guys.
we're all
You'll like
standing
him.
there, like,
I mean, we're halfway there. You there, guys. How far away from this Xantar fellow?
As I said before, he makes his lair in the woods. It's just on the other side of town.
So, like, 2 hours? 1 hour?
The,
Half a day?
The edge of the forest is about a 2-hour ride, but first I'm going to have to ask you to come with us.
Shit.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna like watch as you get
No. It's been a misunderstanding.
Guys, I need to get down.
I whisper really loudly, "We'll get you out later."
The other two guards sort of look at you guys, or look at Starshine, just eyeing her up, like seeing.
She winks.
They do not seem. They just kind of like stare blankly. The main guard goes, "Olmec, Longle, escort this man to the captain." Who did I have this at?
No, I'm not
yeah.
that worried.
Commander.
Like, their defenses are clearly slipshod. Their lands are unkempt. Okay, look, I don't mean a metagame, but we can take these guys. We can take these.
You do that. I think I smell some salmon over there. You want to come with me?
Ah, fish!
I'm gonna go explore the town.
I hate the shelf.
Alright, so the gates open up. Olmec and Longle, the guards, start escorting Axen down the path, or down the roads, and to the other side of town where militia have made their encampment. The rest of you are free to explore town. Every so often I will be going back to Axen for his interrogation. Alright, so the wooden doors open up. I assume you guys drive the cart in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you drive the cart in. The first thing you notice is that there are two roads. The road forks almost immediately upon entering the town. To the right is a somewhat more picturesque road. It seems to lead into town. Or no. To the left is somewhat of a scenic route. It looks like it's definitely supposed to be part of the main road, but has been blocked off because of this wall.
So you sent us a picture of it, right?
Yes, it should be in your emails, actually. To the right is another scenic route. There doesn't seem to be a direct route into the main town itself, but there are more buildings to the right versus to the left, which, again, like I said, is more of a scenic route if the wall wasn't there.
Shall we head towards town?
The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness. Let's go. Let's take the.
Take the scenic route.
Oh my god, I can hear from here! Shut him up!
Don't you feel inspired?
Somewhere in the distance, the guards nod their heads, annoyed.
Perhaps the guards are leading you along the main route, which is the left-hand path.
Joe, is a soldier town?
No, the Drake's Guard have just been encamped here because of the bandit attacks.
I see. For how long?
We've been here for about a few weeks. How long would you say, Olmec? We've been here probably about 2 months, actually. Yeah, 2 months sounds right.
We've been here for 2 months, and the bandits are still here. You guys must be terrible.
He starts to... Olmec starts going, well, every time we send someone into the forest, they just don't come back. Shut up, Olmec. Fine. Olmec seems pretty annoyed that he's been told to shut up.
Olmec, you shouldn't let him speak to you like that.
He's my superior. I can't really say anything to him.
Keep up that attitude, you'll never get promoted.
If I don't keep up this attitude, that's how I'll get court-martialed. Alright, so what are the rest of you guys doing?
We're heading in.
Okay.
We're taking the scenic route.
Did the picture I send you guys seen more? Did that come out right for you guys?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
One quick question. Where are we entering the town from?
Yeah.
You see the where the gray road kind of comes through up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have wrote entrance there. Alright, so you guys are taking the scenic route and following Pabst and the guards.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess we should keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Why would you ditch me just to go follow me?
Well, because now we don't trust you because you're like, hey, I'm besties with this.
Yeah, we need to keep an eye on him just to make sure. He could be, traitor.
Knows what you're going to say to the guards.
I mean, that makes sense. Axel is a criminal. He probably wants to silence you before you say anything.
So what do we see along the path besides?
Well, mostly you're walking along the wall itself. It's actually pretty nice. The road is very well kept here. Obviously, your tax dollars are doing well.
Please.
You guys are going along, like, this road, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, those in years.
There's a house every so often. You see some children playing. Mostly it's human here. There doesn't seem to be a variety of other races. You pass by a nice scenic pond. There's ducks. There's reeds. Some kids playing. Lots of kids playing.
Oh, look at
Do
the
they have parents?
Huh? The parents are working.
Oh, I thought they might have gotten eaten by bandits.
They're obviously not working in the fields, though.
No, that's another thing. You see some fields inside the walls themselves. Like the walls, they seem to have like hastily erected fences. Some men are working on them. You see some women tending to sheep and a few cows here and there. Not many. There's a few crops that are growing, but there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to what is being grown. It's like here's some barley, and then here's a field of corn, and then no one seems to, like, there doesn't seem to be any markings between them to show, like, this is this person's land and this is this person's land.
Can we go over and talk to the kids?
Yeah.
Sure. Alright, so, where are you guys when you talk to the kids? Like, are you by the pond, or?
We're definitely creepy, like from the cart. Like, hey, kids!
Well, I meant what set of kids, because you've seen a few kids. They're mostly running around, because they don't have much to do.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably by the pond.
Okay, so the kids playing in the pond, like, there's some that are going in and swimming, and others are just, running around and hitting each other and shit.
Hitting each other.
Because that's what children do before.
Children are so cruel.
No, they like picked up some reeds and they're like mock sword fighting. So you're just like from the cart. You would actually have to approach these kids. You would have to leave the cart and walk across the field.
I'm okay leaving the cart to go talk to the kids.
Hey, Kat, why don't you go talk to the kids?
Okay,
They're like free.
okay. I like bound off towards them.
All right. I'm guessing the cart stops, because you guys are gonna. Because I'm assuming Axel and Starshine are going up to the kids both, or is it just one of you? Okay.
No,
I'm coming with. I'm watching from a distance.
Okay. So you're probably want to stay and keep a whole watch on the cart because
I'm leaning against it.
these are dark days. Pabst is now being walked off. Still, you have left them behind. As you approach,
or walked, or how am I being escorted?
there's one on each side of you.
Okay.
If you slow down, you feel kind of like a gentle shove to keep moving forward. Any more than that, they actually, like, Longo, which is the taller human, blonde hair, actually, like, physically shoves you so that you will stumble forward. Actually, it's more of he more knees you than anything because you're too short for him to actually shove.
Easy there, lad.
he does.
I was sitting in a cart for the last 2 damn days with a mule that walks half the speed. Not used to such movement.
Quiet, you! Olmec, he goes, don't worry about him. He just hasn't had his coffee today. Shut up, Olmec!
He keeps shoving me. He'll have more than lumps of sugar in it when I get done with him.
It's just how they treat prisoners here.
Why am I a prisoner? I've done nothing wrong. I just got here.
You know Xantar, and Xantar has been terrorizing these areas for quite some time now.
Yes, but we're here to collect a bounty on him.
Be that as it may, you said you knew him, and you are attempting to vouch for his character earlier, so they're going to want to speak to you. Shut up, Olmec!
Olmec, buddy, you really shouldn't take this. Stand up for yourself. Punch him square in the jaw.
Olmec looks at you, and you realize that he is only a few feet taller than you,
Trust me, it'll feel great.
whereas Longo is much taller, it would actually be an effort for Olmec to try and punch him in the jaw.
Listen, Olmec, I got this technique I can teach you. What you do is you press forward, and then you tilt up, and you press B. And you do this flaming fist punch into his chin. It'll be great. Sure you can. Do it.
I don't know how drunk you are, but,
Not enough.
that must be something. I mean, pretty fantastical things you're telling me here.
It's still morning. I've only had 3 drinks. Give me time.
He's like, he kind of leans over and whispers, he's like, when you get out of this, let me have some of your stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
It sounds like some good shit.
So how much farther are we from the prison so we can actually start the interrogation part?
You are about, you're a third of the, well, you're about 2/3 of the way. You're coming up to a bridge right now with a windmill on the other side. We're snapping back to you guys. You have now come up to the children. A few of them are staring at you. One little girl with pigtails and a blue dress comes up and is like, hello.
Hey, little girl. What are you all playing?
Well, we're playing Xantar the Dead.
Xantar the Dead? What's that
Xantar
game?
the Dead. It's where Xantar dies horribly. That's not how it's played! Xantar kills everyone! Shut up!
Oh my god.
The noble Drake's Guard will defeat you, Xantar! And then they start arguing and squabbling like kids do. Where they're like, my dad can beat up your dad. Except now it's... except now it's like, my dragon can beat up your puny orc bandit king.
So which one of you is playing Xantar?
That'd be Hazif over there. Yeah, I'm Xantar! You can see he has some mud on his face. He's got a pretty big stick as his weapon versus the other guys with the reeds. He doesn't seem like a nice kid just looking at him. Like he looks like
Looking at him.
he looks like the schoolyard bully. You know how you can pinpoint that guy in the movies? This is that guy.
So, kid, why do you like being Xantar?
Xantar is strong. He's been able to elude all of the stupid guards that have come his way, and no one has stopped him.
I wish I was there right now.
Huh?
I wish I was there instead of the
Why?
jail. Because, look, I'm the size of a child. I could take this kid.
You're the size of a child that looks like an adult.
I'd shave.
Yeah, but sow your own seeds there.
Kid, we're going to defeat Xantar.
Ha! Xantar will smush you with his great axe and his fire-breathing bear pelt.
He has a fire-breathing bear pelt?
Of course he has a fire-breathing bear pelt. He does not have a fire-breathing bear pelt. He totally has a fire-breathing bear pelt. Why would a bear breathe fire? It was magic!
Where did you hear that he has a fire-breathing bear pelt?
That's what the grown-ups say.
Who told you this?
I heard my dad talking to some travelers that came through. They said they were gonna go kill Xantar just like you. I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks.
Your parents?
No, the bounty hunter, adventurer guys.
Oh.
They had a lot bigger swords than you guys do.
I don't need swords, I have claws.
Yeah. I'm an angel, so, yeah.
Oh, the kids are like, what? You're an angel?
Yeah, check out my wings.
Ooh.
I don't see any wings. What wings?
These wings.
Take it off.
Do you actually have that ability where you can make the wings appear yet?
I should check that.
I think you get that at like level 2. But you could totally do that to impress these kids if you wanted to.
Just show them my power. That's a good point. I think just in my character's picture, the wings are showing, but I think you're right.
Yeah, no, that's when their power is popping, and I think that's a fallen that they're showing. So yeah, you kind of look like a very beautiful human with slightly pointed ears. You have extremely beautiful features, although yours are probably kind of scarred from your criminal activities. Freedom fighting, dragons, all the stuff that you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
But your eyes are somewhat probably luminescent. Well, not luminescent. They look like they should glow, but they don't.
Yeah.
like things about you seem otherworldly and celestial in nature, but you yourself probably look
Gotcha.
like you could pose as a normal person without many people raising a question, unless they knew to look for an aasimar.
Okay.
So these kids are looking
Well-
at you confused when you're saying that you have wings.
Well, you can only see them if you're a really, really, really good kid. So you guys must all be bad.
I'm a good kid. Is this one like little boy who has some boogers coming down out of their nose, and he's like looking at you like disheveled. The rest of them are like, yeah, we're not that great. But if we're really good, we can see them.
Yeah, only if you're really good, though.
I am really good.
Aww.
It's good.
Clearly not good enough, kid.
Ah!
He's
I have a question.
Huh.
Why do 37-year-old adventurers have no skills?
What?
I don't know,
Oh.
dude. Why do the rest of us almost at 30 not have like art skills and
I do have art skills. I can sing.
it's more like you guys have the same skills as any commoner right now. You haven't set
I just
off-
mean, like, if we bother making backstories, why do we start with, like, no skills?
you actually start
We've been lazy. You saw how we got through that first adventure. We were late.
We were.
So we're badasses, we just don't apply ourselves or have not bothered training
No,
yet.
but so we actually have a lot of skills over and above what
yeah.
normal people to have.
Like you're like one step above commoners right now. You still have like you're still not great and stupendous. You're about the same level as someone who's been trained like a guard or.
But it's only until this
warrior.
one adventure that all of our training finally starts to bear fruit.
Right, because we haven't applied ourselves. We've been kind of slacking up to this point, with
Because
our
we
own
lack
personal
discipline.
stuff.
All right, that's just like a question I had about D&D in general and like
Yeah.
world building.
well,
And
except
being
that
level
like
one.
a character like Axel has been doing things that related to his skills and stuff up until this point, but now there's a reason why he's in an adventuring team.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you're being tested. You're basically being tested to your more than you have been the rest of your lives, and that's why you're like gaining skills so more quickly.
Mhm.
Also, to be fair, you're supposed to start off at like the idea is that you're supposed to start off at like the age that you would normally like if a wizard would get out of school or like a barbarian would like come out. The age when you become an adult is when you're supposed to start off. You're the only like 47-year-old person here.
So in a normal story, this would be like a 6-year-old orc, 2 teenagers, and an
Yeah.
old man in a wizard hat.
Exactly.
Well, it'd be
All
like
right.
a 12-year-old orc, but yeah, same difference.
All right.
Yeah, that's the basic idea, is that you're supposed to start off as a young person, and then...
Now he tells us.
Oh yeah, one last thing. Rave, how old are Seamus' characters we play?
How old are his
Sure.
characters?
Yeah, don't ask him. That'll be too obvious. I just want to know what age he thinks is cool.
I haven't been listening to his games, so
He's
I'll
drop
have-
next time.
Yeah.
He's listening
She
to
doesn't.
ours.
Is he?
Yeah, he was the one who bugged me to put it up on YouTube. I had
What a weirdo.
like
Oh boy.
I was
That
gonna
poor child.
I was gonna edit it and all this other stuff, but he just kept bugging me so much that I was like, fine.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
is that
uploaded it.
Raw,
Yeah.
uncut.
I posted the link in chat. Oh, I actually have to send that to Alan, and I forgot to
Wow.
ask your permission, dude. I'm sorry. So do you mind that I am posting this stuff online for anyone to see without using our last names?
I guess I don't care.
Too late now.
I know, seriously.
I can still take it down. It's not hard. Only 5 people have seen it, so
5.
I'm pretty sure 3 of those were me.
I had to reload the page once. I had to reload it once, yeah.
So there you go. So it was literally me and Axen just watching it.
Well, anyway.
Well,
is
if
there...
I ever run for office or anything, then you'll have to take it down. But
Oh, Jesus.
If they
Well-
can track you, I gave you the credit of like starring Corenna, Ravyn, Axen, with Alan, no last name.
Wow.
Even though Alan BS is like the best name ever. So,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna say that because we are recording right now, and I don't want to edit this part out. So,
So, what are we trying to get out of these kids?
I don't know. They're children. They're not gonna know a lot.
They don't know anything. Okay, I
Well,
think
they know about a fire-breathing ear pelt.
Yeah, I just was wondering if they knew any, like, saw anything or anything useful that they could tell us, but it doesn't seem like it.
Well, you're also not asking a lot of questions. Like, you could find out about their families and stuff if you ask them. Like, why there are so many kids inside the town at this moment.
Why are there so many kids inside of town right now?
We had to move into town when they built the walls, cause Xantar was killing everyone. And then our crops... And then it started to snow. It doesn't snow in the summer! It totally was snowing if you just listen! God!
So then
All right, Billy, you need to calm the fuck down.
So where are your parents then? Like, what are they doing right now?
They're trying to restart our crops and tend to sheep and all the boring adult stuff.
Hmm.
They try to get us to do chores, but there's nothing for us to do. So we get to play all day. It's actually really awesome.
Well, where can we find your parents?
My mom is over there. He points to a woman in the fields, shearing some sheep. By herself, mind you. There's no one else. And Susie's mom is over there. And Larry's parents are there. And he's just pointing to, like, random adults throughout the town.
Which one's a shingle? I'm not there. I'm sorry.
A little Pabst on your shoulder says, which one's a single?
Jeez.
What do y'all think?
Well, I don't know if we should go talk to her or not, or we should just try and go in to the town and see what we can find out.
Yeah, find out if there's and what's good to go into town. Where's the best place to go into town?
Well, you guys could actually go down the road a bit, and then
Yeah,
back
that's
up.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you go down the road, and then you kind of just head back up north, and that'll eventually take you to the town square, which is, well, the center of town, which is literally where most of the buildings are. Like, you guys can see, it looks more modern and more professionally built than the other buildings and houses that are around here.
Yeah, I think you tempted us too much with these kids. So,
I just said there were kids running around. You guys, I also said there were adults working, and you guys didn't go for them.
no, we don't care about them. Clearly.
Like, hey, we're a bunch of 28-year-olds. Let's go talk to some children.
It's fine.
Well,
Children are more honest.
yeah, they see. They'll tell us what's up usually.
You gotta ask
Usually.
them questions.
Yeah. Even though Starshine is very childlike, she's not good with kids.
So as you wave farewell, the kids wave back and then go back to playing Xantar versus the dragon. Get back in your cart, you start going down, you start heading towards town. You actually end up passing the pond again. The pond, by the way, is called the Swallow. Or the Swallow? What do I call it? Yeah, the Swallow. Alright, you head into town, and we are back to Pabst.
How far have we gotten since the last time?
You can see the encampment right now. You're actually passing a very large building with a big sign that says the Broken Back Bullywug Bar.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, I know. It's a 2-story building. It actually kind of looks like 3 barns put together, like 2 barns like this, and then one through the middle. It is fairly it's fairly popular right now. There's a couple off-duty guards standing outside.
What time is it, by the way?
It's about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's evening. It's starting to get dark.
Okay.
But you can see some guards who are off-duty drinking and carousing, and some women there. They're like, hey, doing what surly guards do.
Holy shit, you lads walk slow. Tell me, was your father named Hugo by chance?
Oh my god.
Are you talking to the guards that are off-duty in the by the bar?
No, I'm talking to the 2 guards who've been walking me to where we're going for the last half hour.
Olmec goes, no, my father was named Simmelgoog.
Freaking gnomes.
He's not a gnome.
No.
Oh.
As far as you can tell, he is human. He's just short.
All right. What happens if I walk a bit faster? Like, if I get is there a way I can make them reach the destination now or sooner than later?
Well, you're not an hour away. You're actually like 10 minutes from the encampment.
I said now or sooner.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you pick up the pace,
I could have been walking faster this entire time.
They pick up the pace with you. Well, I mean, if you start running, they're like, Longle's gonna hit you.
Okay, I don't run, but I start going to a nice steady pace jog.
So okay, they kind of
Towards
keep.
where I think we're going.
Okay, so you see a bunch of white tents in the distance. These look like military tents. They've been here for a while. That you can tell, like the grass is dead under them. There are latrines set up, moved, set up again, and once you get to the exterior, Longo like physically stops you and then starts guiding you by having his hand on your shoulder. He's kind of bending down to do it. They start leading you to the center of the camp, which is a very large tent. Actually, if you look around, do you want to look around and see some other stuff, or?
How many guards are around the area?
By your estimate, in this camp alone, there's about 50.
50. Okay.
You can see because you've been in this area for a while now, you can see that these are the Drake's Guard. They are essentially the military of Okarthal, which is the southern half of the continent.
So not my town, not my area.
No.
Okay.
But you would have known this from being here, because they have a presence in every town. Or in every major city, and you guys were just in one, so you would have learned about them. They accept all races. They split somewhere between cops and actual military. Although, to be fair, Okarthal doesn't have many campaigns, so they end up being more cops than anything else.
I see.
They are designated to protect people. They have... Why do I hear my echoing?
I don't know.
Yeah, so they're designated to protect the people. They wear platinum armor. Not platinum. It's like silver armor, shined to a certain degree with a platinum dragon emblazoned on them. They mean business, though. When they say, stop or do something, people stop. And yeah, this area.
Are we inside the tent?
Huh?
Are we inside the tent yet?
Yes. At the table, you see you see about 3 dragonborn, an elf, a human, and 1 half-dragon, who stands so tall that he is actually he's almost touching the top of the tent. The tent is about 10 feet tall, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
How confident am I that I can take these guys?
I would like you to give me a perception roll.
15.
15?
Yeah.
They would destroy you.
I see.
If you tried something, they would destroy you. Not only is the Dragonborn look very well trained, and from experience with Dragonborn, they are extremely militant people. They are militant and proud, almost to the point of arrogant. But the half-dragon by itself could easily just stomp on you.
I see.
He's wearing armor whose metal you can't tell what it is, but it looks expensive. He has 2 great wings, and smoke is kind of just coming out of his nostrils whenever he seems annoyed.
Is the smoke now covering the entire tent because he's in the tent?
No, it kind of dissipates. It comes out and then just kind of spreads out and dissipates. It's more like a snort whenever he's just like... And it's just like smoke.
Okay.
The Dragonborn, or the...
I don't care about the people anymore. Describe the room, please.
Oh, okay. I was actually going to get to the part where we start talking, but the room is...
Oh, yes. No, fuck it. No, yes, please. Exposition.
They are all crouched around a table. The elf first turns to see you. She says, "What's the meaning of this?" Longo goes, "This man here says he knows Xantar." The Dragonborn all look up simultaneously. The half-dragon, is still gazing down at the table, which you can't see because it's too tall for you. I was not expecting this. Sorry.
Why'd you start it?
Because you said stuff, and I had to.
No, you didn't.
Why did you say you knew the guy?
Because I was planning to do it. It was like, oh, we should have just the the characters.
Anyways.
Why would you wait until we were away from guards?
Because I was inside the cave. Why'd you have to shout? Huh?
The elf is a woman. She is the only one she's the only one in the room not wearing armor. The human doesn't look like he belongs to the military, but he's kind of like looking you up and
I
down.
do not care. Which one are you in charge?
That would be me. I'm sorry, I gotta get a good growl going on.
Okay, who is it? Is it the giant dragon with the flame breath?
The half dragon stands up to his full height, puts his arms behind his back, and looks at you. He goes, "Oh, my name is Commander Targer. Targer the Tall."
That's a great name.
I know!
Well, Mr. Tall, me and my compatriots are in town here to collect a bounty. Jaja. Perhaps you've heard of him.
I've heard something more important, that you know him. What?
How do you hear that? I mean, the two guys that knew that walked
The guy
with
just...
me.
No, Longo and Olmec are both gone. Olmec kind of gives you the thumbs up as he walks out. Like, you got this, guy! Come on! You can do this!
Thank you, Olmec. Good luck standing up to your boss.
Everyone is staring at you right now. The half-dragon... What I call him? Targer the Tall. For some reason, I'm gonna change... No, I can't now.
Too late. It's canon.
It's canon.
It's canon.
That was so terrible. Targer the Tall looks at you with his arms behind his back, and he's a gold dragon.
I don't care.
You can see that easily. He has whiskers. You will divulge all information about Centaur.
The Shantar fellow, he and I used to do a few jobs back in the day. Bounty hunting, nothing illegal. Some hunting on the side. Only animals, though. Mostly bears. Always bears. Anyway, this whole pillaging and raiding thing wasn't a stick. So when I caught wind of his endeavors, I thought, I'm going to look into this. So tell me, why is it that, with such a grand force as yours, you haven't been able to stop him yet? I've here been here for, say, 2 months.
The other ones look at it like... They all look at each other. Targer is still looking down at you. Mostly he's not regarding the other ones. The human, whispers something to the elven woman, and she looks down at you and goes, "We've been here for 2 months, yes. The reason we have not been able to do anything other than protect this village is because every time we send a patrol into the woods, they disappear. There is no trace of them. We have lost 20 men and women. There has been no sign of them.
The bandits, how do they leave the forest?
We don't know. We assume there is some magic at play, but what we've learned of Xantar so far does not lead us to believe that he is capable of this, which means that we think someone else is working with him. Would you know of anyone in his employ that would have this kind of magical ability?"
Yes. As a matter of fact, coming up here, my troop and I encountered a strange wizard.
He was definitely a wizard.
He was definitely a wizard. The man somehow trapped us in a snowstorm in the middle of summertime, and we weren't able to leave it till we crushed him and his wizard zombie-like powers. Anyway, he mentioned some sort of white queen serving alongside Xantar, possibly coercing him, controlling him. Who knows? All I know is this. Xantar and I used to be friends, but now he's a bounty. He's got an axe, and so do I, and one of them is sharper. I'd like to find out which.
At the mention of the White Queen, you see the human's eyes kind of get wide a little bit, and the Dragonborn kind of look at each other, or just glance at each other for a second before redirecting back to you. The Elven woman looks down at you and goes, "We've had similar reports of snow and wild weather since the attacks began. Do you happen to know the name of the wizard who attacked you?"
Look, I'm really bad with names.
And I was really drunk.
There's the 7-foot-tall guy in my party. I can't remember her name for life. I think it's Shane or something. Maybe Don Soap.
The human bends over and whispers in her ear again, and she nods and goes, "I understand you had companions with you. Would they be able to remember his name?"
Make me roll, please.
Huh?
Make me roll for. Maybe do a just a play intelligence roll.
Okay. Intelligence roll.
All right. man. Give me a pass or fail number.
What are you trying to do with this intelligence roll?
Stupidity.
Just stupidity?
Yeah.
Just being a bumbling fool?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna say your mark is 12. 12 if
11.
you're smart. Oh! So you are a moron.
Okay. Oh, my companions. Yes. I'm saying it's nice and loud. So if they would have me anywhere near, they'd be able to hear.
We're not.
Oh,
Hey,
darn.
They're
You shouldn't have
on
all those kids.
Well,
We're creeping.
Well,
There's 4 of us.
where are we right now? Because we did start to head towards the village.
You are like on the outskirts of the like town square where it's busiest.
Oh,
It's moderately busy right now.
There's 5 of us in total. First of all, there's me. I'm sure the leader of the bunch. I'm leading the expedition, and I feel they all respect me. Second, there's like this elf. Shit, I don't know her name either. Anyway, she's like half elf. She throws fire. She heals people sometimes. She's very shifty looking. Always up to something. Next is Hugo. He's a jackass. I hate that guy. There's the cat. Cat's all right. Reminds me of the son I never had.
The cat?
I hope I talk with him well. And lastly, there's this Axel guy. He's an angel. Hey, he looks kind of like that guy right there. I point to a poster on the wall.
No!
oh no!
The hold on. Let me do something real quick.
I love this.
The poster you actually pointed to is actually a poster of a famous bard who's grown very popular as of late.
He looks just like that guy right there, the really good-looking one. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Anyway, he's an angel. At least he says he is. He doesn't like how many wings are though. Like, I have not seen a single wing. I haven't seen any halos. He's the least angel-looking guy I've ever seen. Anyway, all 4 of us are here to collect the bounty on Xantar, so if you could possibly give me any more intel on it, I'll be sure to bring you back his axe. Or at least the man claiming to be Xantar.
Us letting you out isn't the problem. All who wish to leave the city must go through the Lord Mayor. He is the only one that is... He has decreed that none may leave the village without proper passes, for
Listen.
fear of their own safety.
Let me stop you right there. Does his Lord Mayor ever, like, go into a weird trance and ask people if they like sucking thumbs?
She looks at you like...
It sounds
quizzically.
stupid, I know, but I have to ask.
No, not that I recall, though he does have a fondness for pickles.
Christ almighty. It's probably the same guy. Last question before I'd like to meet this mayor, this Lord Mayor of yours. I'll explain the situation, and they'll give us the permission to go hunt down this Xantar. But first of all, is she a wizard?
The mayor?
Yes.
No, has no magical ability that I'm aware of.
I see.
She actually seems amused that you asked her this.
So that's a solid maybe.
He's definitely a wizard.
He's definitely a wizard.
She snaps her fingers,
Yeah, wizard.
and beside you, you see another halfling dressed in all black. He has daggers everywhere on his body.
Do I know this person?
You cannot see their face right now. It's actually covered up by a cloth.
What are you looking at, Shorty?
He doesn't regard you at all. You're actually wondering where he came from because you did not hear anyone enter or exit. She goes, our friend here had some traveling companions. Please go fetch them. And just sort of walks out in flat. And you will come with me. She indicates to you and then begins to walk out of the tent herself.
Can we go to the bar?
Yes, if that is where you wish to speak.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, so we're gonna snap back to you guys, to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Long where?
You are coming into town. There are shops on your left and right. There are some houses. You see some signs up that say, like banners everywhere. They say, vote for mayor for mayor.
Vote for mayor for mayor. What show is that from? Was that Dexter's Lab or Powerpuff Girls?
Oh, Alan! Alan coming out of nowhere with the cartoon knowledge. Impressive. I didn't think anybody else would get it.
Yeah, I just remember it was Powerpuff Girls. I remember that. Yeah.
That's so funny.
All right. So you enter town. There are people walking to and fro. It's not that busy, but it still is kind of busy. There are some shops on your left and right. Anything you guys are looking for in particular?
Fish.
Fish. There is a fish market. You can smell fish. Slightly to the southwest. All right, so you just take off without the rest of them, or are you guys gonna follow her?
Yeah, I bound off. It's gonna take me. Like, I can dash. I'll be there back before they notice.
Okay.
Can we wait here for her to come back?
Oh, you don't even have to. I'm there, and I'm got all this fish.
Okay. It's actually on the other side of the market, so it's gonna take you a little bit to walk back, unless you want to drop all of the fish.
No, because I dash.
Yeah.
I grab them and I stand still. Okay, fine. I stuff it into all of my pockets and things,
All right.
and then run back.
So
Does her character wear clothes?
Yeah, leather armor.
all of you guys wear clothes.
Yeah, it's not a new.
I don't know what her race wears.
Leather armor.
I mean, technically, kobolds wear armor, but no clothing underneath.
I mean, just think of a 7-foot tall Khajiit. That's essentially what she looks like. But
Khajiits wear pants. Does she wear pants?
I wear pants.
Okay.
I have a battle dress.
And nice pants.
And nice pants now.
you do have nice pants.
Nice red pants.
You might want to look for a tailor, by the way. Just a suggestion, because they do not fit you.
No, they don't.
You see Starshine bound off. When you get to the stall, Starshine, there is a human male working there. They're going, fresh fish! Fresh fish! He's just yelling, trying to peddle fish. There are some people there looking at them, and, I want that one, I want that one. There's a very burly woman there, dark-skinned, large hair. She is chopping up the fishes and packaging them for people.
Okay.
There are lots of fish there.
Oh, it doesn't matter. She just slaps coins on the counter and grabs fish, and she doesn't want to miss out on anything that the rest of the party finds out. But she's hungry.
Okay.
So
how much money do you slap down? Or are you just doing a random amount?
probably what she would expect would be enough for fish. So it's like 5 silver.
Your race doesn't really have a concept of money.
So she has no idea. So she throws down 5 silver, and she's like,
okay.
Make a roll D10 for all the
That's
gold
a good
coins.
idea. I like that.
All right.
I like that. So she puts down 1 silver.
Nice gold.
No, you put down 1 gold.
Oh, I thought we were doing silver.
No, because because it's the amount. If you put down 1 silver, they're gonna call the guards.
Oh, fine. I put down 1.
So you put down 1 gold because you're like, this is a coin that people seem to really like.
Yeah.
This should be enough. And you just you just start grabbing fish and stuffing them into your pockets. They're they're kind of looking at you. They look down at the gold piece and they're like, so you have like all of your pockets have like fish tails coming out of them.
Yep. Some of them are like flopping.
You have 1 in your mouth, I assume. And your pants pockets have like 5 in each. So you have a total of 10 fish.
10 fish!
I would like you to add that to your inventory, please.
I can add that to my inventory. 10 fish.
They will spoil unless you do something with them soon.
I'm gonna eat them right now, please.
You're gonna eat 10 fish?
Yes.
Okay.
She's 7 feet tall.
Yeah, but these are like river full-sized fish. Like the smallest one is like this big.
You know how much bears eat?
You're not a bear.
Does it look like a bear?
She's big.
You're as tall as a bear. You do not have the girth of a bear.
It's
Does
fine.
Dawnstar look like a bear?
Dawnstar.
Okay, if you made a Khajiit and made them super, like, really skinny, that's what she looks like, except she's orange and fluffy.
I'm very fluffy. Like, you don't know how much girth is underneath the fur, okay?
I do
All right.
know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna
Alright.
have you make a Constitution roll here in like an hour if you're just gonna eat fish the whole time.
I'm gonna eat all the fish.
Okay.
So our core can throw up together afterwards.
What?
So,
We can throw up together.
You know, if she gets sick, she does that cat thing that's like the cat noises.
Save it. Save it for later. Save it for later.
all right, so you get back to them. They see you with fish in every pocket.
Yep.
And just one in your mouth, and you're just like,
Yep, exactly.
you're not even holding it. It's just in your
Yeah,
mouth.
it's just.
No. It's just a whole fish in your mouth that you're just like.
Yeah.
Anyways, so any shops that you guys would want to go to, or things you want to look at, or do you just want me to tell you like the different buildings that are here?
No, tell us the different buildings.
Okay. As you walk down the street, you see some two different smithies. One is very clearly angled towards weapons and armor, while the other one seems to be more like simple metalworking for pots, pans, fixing things, tinsmithing, stuff like that. You see an herb shop, a library, which doesn't seem to be very large, but it is a library. You see some spirits shops. It says The Rumble Runners on top of it. What else? There is one sign that catches Axel's eye. It is called The Curiosity Shop. It seems to be closed right now, though. Cor, what are you doing? Okay.
Can I,
So, Cor just left outside.
can I go take a peek into the curiosity shop?
Yes. Make 2 perception rolls for me.
2 perception rolls?
Yes. One
Okay.
as you're walking up, and then one as you're looking in the windows and stuff.
Okay, and those are both on the 20.
Yes. You just add. Do you have a perception skill?
I do not.
Okay. So,
I have insight and investigation.
you can do an investigation roll actually. Do 1 perception roll and 1 investigation roll.
Okay.
For your perception roll will be just your wisdom bonus.
Okay. The perception roll will?
How-
Or the investigation will be my wisdom bonus?
No. Well, investigation is
Intelligence.
plus your proficiency bonus,
Okay.
while perception is your wisdom.
Plus one.
We're gonna say that she's going to get fish right now. She isn't back yet.
Okay, so my first one was 9, plus my wisdom is 12.
Okay.
And second one is 3, plus proficiency is 5.
Okay. As you're looking at the sign for the Curiosity Shop, it's like painted purple. The letters are gold, or like painted gold. It has some torches all around it that will probably look amazing when it gets dark, and all of these torches are lit. It also has some like random arcane symbols, but you notice that hidden within some of the symbols are some thief scrawl. I don't actually remember what it's called in this game, but that's what we're calling it for now. The symbols for safe house, forgery, and fencer
Okay.
are hidden in there. So you know that someone here at least, probably the owner, is a criminal of some sort, and you can, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does Axel know thieves can't?
Thieves can't is basically is something completely different, and he does not.
Okay.
He could probably attempt it, but he would be largely unsuccessful.
Okay. Just curious.
As you look into the windows, there are no lights on. It looks closed. It kind of looks like most pawn shops that you have seen in your life. There are a lot of things in there. The counter itself takes up most of the back wall, and it's sort of fenced off except for one window. But apart from that, you don't see really anything of interest through the window itself.
Okay.
Alright, anyone else?
Is there a tavern close by?
A tavern? You do not see any. Like taverns, there is a small bar,
Okay.
but it's not very big. It's like a small little place.
Is there like a gathering place at all where people might gather?
There are Lots of stalls open right now. Some people are starting to pack up. There is a podium and stand where a large banner of "Vote for Mayor" is.
Are there any elves around walking about?
You do not see any elves at the moment. No. Actually, make a perception roll or investigation. We'll do investigation.
Investigation.
Unless you have
Okay.
perception and not investigation.
No. 9. My perception is 3, though. 3 wisdom. So let's make that 19 plus 3. 22.
Okay. You see one half elf, male. He is walking into a back door into the curiosity shop.
Okay. I call out to him in Elvish. Hi, do you have a moment to talk to me?
He stops first, he's walking through the door. He stops for a second, leans back, and yells back in Elvish, "Sorry, we're not open yet.
I just have a quick question for you.
Come back at 9 o'clock. I'll answer all questions then."
What bar is open at 9 o'clock?
It's a pawn shop of sorts.
Okay.
Like, it's not a bar,
So-
it's a shop.
So I translate to Axel that the pawn shop will open at 9.
All right, we should come back a little bit later then.
Yeah. Should we go over to the small little tavern and just wait it out for a while?
Yeah, that sounds good. We can get a drink or two.
Maybe talk to some of the local town folk.
I'm all about that. I'm so excited. I'm going to meet everybody and learn some stories.
Yeah.
All right, as you head into this, it's called the town center. You see some people, sitting around talking to each other. They're chatting it up. A lot of them look tired, worked out. They're wearing dirty clothing. They're sweaty. More people come in after you come in. I assume you guys go up to the bar or just sit down?
I'm going to, if it's all right with everyone, use a little bit of the group funds to buy the few people that are in here a round of drinks.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Pull 'em up.
You come in and you go, "Around for everyone." Everyone's like, "Yeah!"
Am I there?
You're not there.
You're not there.
It's the wrong bar.
It is the wrong bar.
So how much?
That will be 2 gold and 2 silver.
Okay.
I think you only have 20 silver in the pot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said 2 gold, 2 silver?
For everyone in there currently, yeah. Well, that's what they tell you when they calculate what everyone is drinking.
So we need 2 more silver, because don't 10 silver add up to 1 gold, or something like that? Okay, so we just need 2. I can throw in 2 silver.
Okay.
Alright, so you put the money on the counter, and the woman behind the bar goes, "And what will you all be having?"
Does she have a menu?
Yes, there is some elderberry wine on the menu. There is, of course, the Rumble Runners special, which is its own little menu of various whiskeys and spirits. I said elderberry wine, right?
Yep. I'll take an elderberry wine.
Okay. As you take that, she goes on to explain how it's locally brewed and all this that crap you get when you go to a bar and it's this is locally brewed by our famous elderberry farm. Shit, what is that? Oh, right. This is from the Whisperbend Elderberry Orchard. Famous throughout the land for how great it is. It has a rich taste and stuff. I don't want to think of wine words. I'm sorry if I'm destroying immersion for you guys, but
An earthy aftertaste.
That was fine.
Yeah, I spin it around. This is divine.
it is a nice fruity taste. It doesn't linger on the palate over much.
Oh my lord.
This particular blend has sort of a oaky finish to it. It is sort of dry, but not true dry as to make one want wishing for more or desperate for more, but dry enough to leave the palate cleansed. The other things on the are a few different types of ale. There is one drink called A Drink or Two. It's on their happy hour special menu, which
Is that when the bartender puts 2 hands behind his hip back, and one hand has 2 drinks and one hand has 1, and you pick one?
you just want to pick a random drink?
It's a joke.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not even there.
You are at a bar, though.
So imagine you're going to have a hard time making the wine next year with the way the crops are looking.
Yes, it is unfortunate, but the Whisperbend's Elderberry Orchard happens to be within inside the walls.
Wow.
So they've been experiencing a very good crop this year, as opposed to some of the other unfortunate souls. She looks down, and you hear some people go, "Damn, Xantar!"
Yeah, what can you tell me? Can you tell me anything about Xantar? We're here to collect the bounty on him.
Well, brave adventurers like you have been coming through, but we haven't heard anything from them after they've left. Unfortunately, they have all disappeared. what we do know of Xantar is that he seems to have a legion of bandits under his command. They are never ending. They attack without warning, without mercy. They've destroyed 2 farms before the wall was built. 3 farms still within our town limits stand outside the walls. Those brave families guard them with their lives.
Any rumors about his weaknesses?
We have heard nothing. I would normally assume a dagger to the heart, but as I've said, people go to find him and just don't come back.
What is this nonsense about the bear pelt that breathes fire?
That's what I was going to ask.
There have been some rumors among some of our patrons who have said to have seen this. They say he wears a giant bear pelt. The pelt faces over one of his shoulders, and supposedly when he strikes his chest, the mouth of the bear breathes out fire. I'm not sure if I believe this, but I can't say I don't believe it at this point.
Is there anyone here in the bar that you heard this story from?
Gagrel over there says he heard it from Grungurk, who heard it from B, who heard it from Isine, who heard it from Luim, who heard it from Jem, who heard it from Penchante.
You're just making up names.
Who heard it from Nilvrevish, who heard it from... And she goes on and like this, until she finally comes to the name Tarmas Nez, who supposedly says he was attacked by Xantar himself.
And he survived?
Yes, he survived. He has been known to tell a tall tale, though.
Where can I find this Tarmas?
He usually goes and drinks at the Broken Back Bullywug bar down south of us. They're a little expensive, though.
Well, thank you, friend. I'm enjoying my wine.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And if I can get you anything else, please just let me know. She goes back to tending the bar. Another girl walks up and starts talking to her.
Should we finish up our drinks and head out?
Well,
Yeah.
we spent all this money on alcohol for everybody in the room. We should get some info.
Well, right now, everyone in this bar loves you. Like, from an adventuring standpoint, you basically just told the town, hey, we're awesome! You know?
Yeah.
And they're going to start telling rumors about how great you guys are and generous. Which might come to bite you in the ass, honestly, but...
Well, we're not going to stay long.
Yeah, I know.
Should we just do a cheers and get everybody riled up before we head out?
Cheers.
Cheers
Cheers.
to ending Xantar!
Yeah, and
Damn, Xantar! Everyone in the bar, slams down their fists on the table and yells, damn him! Alright, we flash back to Pabst Pilsner, who is being escorted into the Broken Back Bullywug bar by this elven woman who has yet to give her
Can
name.
you cut a bit farther ahead?
Well,
Can I be 3 drinks in? And she's
Yeah.
now explaining to me what's going on?
Alright, she has asked for a private booth from a swarthy-looking gentleman, very large swarthy-looking gentleman.
Swarthy.
Yeah, you know, dark and hairy.
Oh, yeah.
He smiles and he seems to laugh a lot with people, joking around and stuff. There are a lot of, you notice that the barmaids and bartenders here, kind of scantily clad.
Nice.
Your women all have,
That fish and bosh.
the woman who comes up to you is wearing very short shorts with frilly blue, I don't want to say lace, but it's just frills around the edges. Her top is buttoned 1 button too low. She has assets. She has big boobs. We're gonna say
she's
that
wealthy?
she has. Yeah. She has big boobs and a great smile.
All right.
She private booth this way. She walks back.
This guard wants it from you.
This is one of the reasons the guards frequent this bar. It's not just because it's close by, but because it caters to their interests.
Well, I'm saying the guard wants Pabst. She's
Yeah.
asking for a private booth.
I like where this is going.
You see other guards being very rowdy. They're grabbing the waitresses and they're like, "Oh no, stop!" Or grabbing the waiters who are like, "Oh no, stop!" He leads you she leads you back into a hallway and opens a door with a private room. There is a table and chairs around it. She sits down on one side and indicates for you to sit down on the other. There are 5 chairs already. She turns to the waitress and says, "We'll be needing another chair."
And drinks.
And then sits down. The waitress places a menu in front of you, and then as she places a menu, the elf waves her off and says, "I'll have the elderberry wine." And the waitress goes, "Of course," and walks off, or walks out the door, shutting it behind her.
What about me?
What
about me?
She gave you a menu. She's not thinking that you're gonna order straight away because she's never seen you here. You could go, "Hey, wait!" before she walks out.
All right, I open the menu and I glance through it. So, you come here often.
Enough. Well, she's just kind of eyeing you down right now.
Are you single?
I have a husband back in the Elven lands.
Distant relationship, strenuous, yes.
You must get lonely.
You must get lonely on wintry summer nights such as this.
Wintry summer nights.
Oh, that's right, I'm shouting. You didn't see the snow, but it gets cold out there, in the summertime when wizards. Gnomes.
She's sitting there sort of playing with a coin in her hand, flipping it through, she's just sort of glaring at you after all of what you just said. Ignoring it, she goes, "So, how about you tell me more about Xantar?"
How about you tell him about Xantar? So far, everyone says he's got lots of dudes and inconsistent stories of the rest.
Inconsistent.
How many men does she have?
We don't know. We were hoping you could help us with that.
Then how do you know he's there?
Well, there have been reports of him, and obviously his many knights, she says that with an air of disgust, his many knights have been running out and of course yelling and pillaging and killing in his name. As far as Xantar himself, we have not seen him.
Oh, so you only hear there's a guy named Xantar there. Interesting.
That's why we were sent out to guard this poor little village.
Because the Xantar I know lives very, 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 very far east of here. As far as I'm concerned, he's never left it.
So, he lives with the copper dragons.
Pluto, can you just tell me where the fuck was that town? It was
North.
Black Gulch or Black. There's a forest and a swamp.
It's northeast.
Reverse what I said.
Okay.
Very, 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 very far northeast of here.
So you knew him beyond the wall.
I knew him not here. As far as I'm concerned, it's not him here either. So I'm curious, who is using my friend's name, and how do I kill him? Now, how will you be helping me with this task?
We'll obviously help you in any way possible. We will have some of our men escort you into the forest. There is a particular spot that we know that his knights come from.
Why do you call bandits knights?
That's what they call themselves.
Will you buy me a drink?
It's all on me tonight. Consider
Uh-oh.
this on the dragon's hordes.
So bad.
Yeah, she has no idea what she's gotten herself into.
This is very generous. I shall take you up this. Forgive my previous rudeness.
You are forgiven.
Do you call out for the waitress?
Can we get more... I don't know when I say this. Waitress, please come back. I'm ready for my order.
The bubbly, buxom waitress bounds in because we're going with alliteration.
This is great. Yeah, it's fine.
She goes, "Are you ready to order?"
Yes. Another wine, a strong ale, a weak ale, and something for your shelf.
Oh, thank you, but I can't drink while I'm on the job.
I insist.
Stop. She
Well,
seems
no
to-
means no. I guess I will stop.
She scratches down on the thing. She smiles at you and is like, "I'll get those orders to you right away." She bounds out the door again. Bounces. We're gonna go with bounce this time.
No, I'm just imagining her pirouetting out the door.
Yes, she pirouettes out the door.
Whee!
This Hooters waitress pirouettes out the door.
Oh my god.
The
By the
elf-
way, I have no idea what this elf's name is. I have not asked either.
I noticed.
Okay. My name's Pabst, by the way. Pabst Pilsner. Legendary monster extraordinaire, odd man's job, and all-around handyman.
My name is Fair Anduil Megmora.
Well, fair, I'm not going to remember that.
No.
That's fine. I've noticed that the lesser races have trouble remembering my full name.
Oh, you elves are just, Anyway, before we say something appropriate, what else can you tell us about Xantar? And how soon will be leading us into the forest?
We'll have to wait until you have permission from the Lord Mayor.
And how long will that take?
Corlon only knows.
What's the issue of this Lord Mayor?
The Lord Mayor is a pompous twit, who unfortunately has all legal rights to the land.
That's a shame.
Yes, it is.
Including over your encampment and all your soldiers.
We technically serve him, and we only have permission to defend the area and seek out Xantar.
And who's second in command?
That would be me.
I see.
Are you talking about the military second in command, or...
Yeah, overall. Who's in charge of the town? The camp?
Oh, the camp itself, she tells you that the person in charge is, of course, Targer. He is the commander. He is well known for his speedy conquests, and yeah, he captures prisoners when he needs to. He slaughters almost everyone else when he's instructed to take prisoners.
So he's kind of a dirtbag?
He's not a dirtbag. He's a man who believes in efficiency.
Efficiency.
Yes.
All right. What's the general opinion of this Lord Mayor fellow?
The people love him. He comes from the very rich family of the Oh, shit. How do I pronounce this name? It's fucking draconic.
Just make it up.
What was the name of the guys we killed a long time ago? You know when we killed all the noble people and the corrupt noblemen of the town that we all met at?
Is that what we did?
Is this guy anywhere related to those guys?
Are you talking about the last campaign?
Yeah, no. So before this whole mission started, we killed a bunch of corrupt nobles. Is this guy anywhere related to them?
Probably. They are called the Umalarok, not the ones you killed. You can make up that name.
Okay.
But this is...
Shadingos.
You've heard of this family because you've been here for a while. They are extremely rich. They are essentially mafia-esque in their richness. They control a lot of towns. They are very adamant in their anti-dragon campaigns. Not actual campaigns where they're going out and fighting dragons, but they believe that the dragons have overstepped their bounds in ruling the people. And they're pretty well known as being very corrupt, too. Because they think that the dragons shouldn't have all this land and keep all these, take the people's gold. It's their gold. Why should the dragons have it? Blah, blah, blah. That kind of... They are the somethings of the world where... The elites who are, the rich... you guys can be rich, too, as long as you work at it, but then they create a system in which you are likely to fail.
1%.
They're the 1%ers, yeah. They're mostly... Go ahead.
Who was the shadowy little man earlier with the knives? And the more knives. And the knives.
That is one of my men. He is a very dedicated halfling. That's all she says about him. Unless you
Are
want
you
to
boarding him?
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, she just kind of ignores that question.
So moving on. Let me get this straight. You don't know where he is or when we're going to see him, but we can't leave this destitute, run-down town besieged by bandits to go fight said bandits until we talk to your political leader, who you don't know when they're going to show up, because they clearly don't care about the situation.
They care enough about the situation to have called us in.
And you don't know when they're going to be summoned to see us.
It should be easy enough to find him in town tomorrow.
So tomorrow.
Sounds
good to me.
As far as him tonight, it probably would be best if we didn't try and talk to him. He has an early bedtime.
Completely understandable. One last question before I start drinking this entire town. Do you ever have any random ambushes at nighttime?
Frequently.
Frequently. I don't mean bandits. I mean like people in the town just go and attack random parties touring for the night. Parties would say, "Hey, I'm here to help you and save your village. Help you guys out." How often do you have people attack them at night?
We haven't had one, and I hope that you're not suggesting that is what you're here to do.
No. Never mind. It's just lost on you.
Quite.
What's that drink? Okay, I'm done.
The woman comes in with 2 elderberry wines and the other drinks that you ordered. She places one in front of one of the wines in front of the elf, who lifts it by the stem and begins sipping it arrogantly. She places the rest of the
wine
drinks.
first. I drown in one shot, and I start on the other 2.
She places the rest of she places one drink, the drink you said first, in front of you, and then the other drinks at different points or in front of the different chairs, and then just leaves the extras in the middle. And I'm gonna guess you just take the ones from the chairs, and she's like, "Oh," and she walks out while you're drinking.
Okay.
The waitress does. And now we're gonna go to the rest of the party.
What time?
Huh?
What time is it?
Right now it's probably about 7-ish.
Are we heading to that bar?
You are at the bar.
Oh, okay.
No, the one that
My bar, they mean.
Yeah, the bar you're at.
Okay. Do we see him when we go inside?
No. Like I said, he is in a private room.
Oh, private room, right.
Yeah. You want me to describe the bar to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a bunch of guards everywhere. Most of them fairly drunk, others just sitting in the booths drinking, not at the rowdy part. Like, not being that rowdy, but just kind of sitting there, keeping to themselves, or their little group. There's a lot of waitresses and waiters, not scantily clad, but like hooters clad.
I'm glad that this is a gender-neutral, scantily clad establishment.
Okay, you got the girls wearing the, a country version of the Hooters thing, so it's like buttoned up, but the buttons are, not all there, or not buttoned up all the way enough to... It's just, yeah, I've already told you this part.
Is prostitution legal in this town?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay.
There are... The men wear basically just vests. They are lean and muscular. Most are well-shaven. There is one sporting a fairly large beard, and he's pretty hairy.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Okay. They are also wearing tight, short shorts that are outlining the goods.
The bulge.
The bulge. The ass, the bulge, everything that you could ever want in a man. You see a few bartenders. They are, of course, they all are attractive people too. There's 3 behind the bar. There is one that does stand out. He is a very large, swarthy male. He has a pretty thick mustache, no beard. The rest of him is pretty hairy. He is just sort of sitting. He's just talking to some guards, laughing it up and stuff. Behind the bar itself.
9:30 at night, is that really an appropriate time to vacuum?
Do you guys hear it?
No.
No.
You can't.
That's good, because that's just...
They usually vacuum at 12, by the way, so.
I heard someone on meth, someone clearly on drugs was mowing their lawn at 10 p.m. one night. I think it was a Thursday. I was sick that day, so I know it was Thursday or Friday.
Hilarious. Sorry.
Okay, the most noteworthy thing about this place, apart from it being a fairly large tavern for such a small town, is that behind the bar there is a very large frog-like creature that is basically, if it were lying on its back, it looks like it's been broken this way. So, it looks like its back is broken. It's a very large frog-like creature with brown skin, dried out, glass eyes. It's been taxidermied, obviously. It is about the size of, a regular human, honestly. It is above the bar, and its back is, okay, let's say you were laying on your back.
Mhm.
It is like this.
Okay.
Its mouth is, pretty. Its mouth is pretty widely opened, and there is a sign under it that says "The Bullywug." Underneath the Bullywug, you can see in letters it says "Test your luck," or no, it says "Get." Just test your luck. So, what do you guys want to do?
Test your luck how?
You would have to ask somebody.
Test your luck how?
Are you
I
just,
asked somebody.
okay, you just walk up to this random group of guards
Yes.
who are not guard, but like army guys who are just like drinking their beer, and they're like, they like look. He like looks around and then looks up, and he's like, "Oh, local superstition says if you get if you throw a coin into the mouth of that thing, you get good luck. The bigger the coin, the longer the luck lasts. Some of the boys like to play it.
How's that a game?
You're not in the room."
Someone just
I'm
said
gonna
it was
try
not
it.
me.
I'm going to throw a silver in.
Okay, so you walk up to the bar, like, as you're reaching into your pouch, the swarthy guy comes up and he's like, "Hello, my friend! How are you doing today?
Good.
Clearly thrilled to be here.
Haven't seen you around. You want a drink? Try your luck on the Bullywug?
I'm going to try my luck.
Alright, just to let you know, 1 copper in its mouth will get you a day of luck. A silver will get you a week of luck. A gold piece will get you a whole month of good luck. Nothing will go wrong for that entire month." And then he said that he like kind of looks down and goes,
His terms and conditions. I'm going to throw a silver in there.
"Okay, make a dexterity."
Dexterity?
Yeah, dexterity.
7.
7. You sit there, you aim up, and you're like, "Ugh," and you throw it. It arcs up. It hits the Bullywug, and just kind of like it hits like the bottom of its chin, and then just sort of rolls off the side and falls behind the bar. "Oh, tough luck, my friend. Care to try again?"
No.
This looks fun. Let me try.
I'm clearly not lucky.
Luck is a fickle mistress, my friend. Try it again. You might get lucky.
Axel, you try it.
Okay.
All right, make a dexterity throw.
Okay.
That's a d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
What are you throwing in there?
I'll go silver too.
Okay. Remember to subtract this from your guys' sheets, by the way.
I did.
Okay.
So I'm just throwing 1 silver in.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Roll a d20, add dexterity.
1 second. Drop the dice.
If it lands on something good, you can keep it. If you want to re-roll, go ahead.
So I get a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Guys,
You flick it up. It actually hits it in the eye and then falls down behind the bar. He's like, "Oh, tough luck, friend." You see him reaching down and grabbing it and putting it in his pocket. "Care to try again? How about you, miss?" He indicates.
I'll try,
to
but
Zach.
first, can I have a glass of that elderberry wine?
You're talking about the wonderful Whisperbend elderberry wine, aren't you? I'll get a cup right for you. Come here. One of the bartenders comes up and takes a glass out from under the counter that he could have easily reached, grabs a bottle of wine that he also could have easily reached, and pours a glass and places it in front of you under a napkin.
I drink. I'm gonna toss a silver in.
Okay, make a dexterity throw.
15 plus 1, 16.
Okay, so the silver lands squarely in his mouth, and he looks up and he's like, "We have a winner! Congratulations! That is a week of good luck for you. Use it wisely."
Wow! You hear in the background. I was very impressed.
There's actually there's a few guards, ladies just clapping for you, like, "Yeah, you did it!"
Congratulations!
Glass.
You did it!
Lean back against the bar.
You actually see a halfling standing in front of you wearing dark clothing, covered in knives and sheaths.
Hello? Does he answer back?
He does one of these, and then starts walking towards the back.
I shrug. I start to follow him.
Okay.
Wait, you guys.
I'm
come
going
with.
with you. Yes. This seems really interesting. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen right now.
Axel, are you going with them?
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay, so he leads you to a door, opens it, and stands at the door, and indicates that you go in. Inside the room, you see a halfling with a bunch of empty bottles or empty glasses in front of him.
And so I says to her, California, I hardly know ya.
You see an elf who is staring at her wine and kind of just circling with her fingers on the table. She looks up and she goes, thank Corlon. You're here.
I make
Hey
eye
guys, how's it going?
I
She's
make
an
eye
elf just like you.
Elvish with her.
And she's sociable, just like you.
Just
Oh,
say,
sure.
I'm so sorry. The man is an idiot, isn't he?
She turns to you, saying in Elvish, I am not entirely certain how you put up with him.
Pabst,
Virginia.
do you know Elvish?
Yes,
Do you?
yes.
That's hilarious.
They're speaking some sort of back my drink.
She indicates for you all to sit down, and then she looks at the halfling and goes, "Thank you." He bows, and then closes the door behind him. The same girl comes in shortly afterwards, and sees you all there, and is like, "Oh, will you all be needing some menus?"
Just another one of these.
Okay.
I'll take an ale.
I'm
Ale.
good.
What kind of ale would you like?
I'll take the elderberry wine, actually.
Okay. 2 elderberry wines coming right up.
And I'll take another 2 of these rubble rousers.
2 more rumble runners coming up.
Yes. Also, once you get off.
I get off at about 2 a.m. She quickly leaves before you can say anything else.
I don't notice that haste.
Door shut behind her. I assume you all take your seats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
She looks around. She's like, I thought there were 5 of you. Will the
Oh,
other
here
one join
goes.
us?
Hugo is guiding the caravan. It's fine.
So your last companion is with the caravan.
The carriage thing. Mm.
The horse is with the caravan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Who-
it an intelligent horse? Can it speak?
Yes. Horse.
Literally,
Unless, yeah.
Did no one
literally
else
the
hear-
3 of us giggle.
Did no one else hear the horse speak
Yes,
earlier?
and we just laugh.
She looks around at the rest of you, stifling your giggles, and she goes, I see. We will leave the horse out of this meeting. I'm sure the establishment could not house it.
That's a good point. Not very useful. Like, he's not a good conversationalist anyway.
Okay.
Hiccups, I need a drink. Ugh.
She looks around and she goes, I assume you all know of Xantar. You are here to collect a bounty on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But wait, what companion are you talking about? Who do you mean?
Corey, you just went over this.
Nope, it wasn't the horse. She wasn't talking about the horse.
She was.
Yes, she was.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Because Axen, or Pabst told her that there
Oh.
were 5 people in your party.
One of them named Hugo.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
She snaps
My
her
bad.
fingers, and another figure just sort of appears, all clad in black. No knives on this one. He picks up the chair and takes it out of the room, closes the door behind him.
I stare at the chair thinking, oh, that explains it. I mutter under my breath.
She looks at all of you. I assume you know about Xantar.
Yes. we do.
Sort of.
You know his name.
We know he's an orc.
He's got something about a pelt that breathes fire.
He doesn't breathe fire.
Hearsay.
I'm not really the conversation. I'm just drinking. I have 4 cups. We're full. I just find the ones with stuff is still in it. I'm just still like, oh, that's good.
I will
Next
leave
one.
your wonderful companion here to relate all he has told us in his own time. Suffice to say, what we know, since we have been here, is that Xantar is a menace. He is difficult to pin down. We have lost many search parties in the forest looking for him. There seems to be a point deep in the Gwendolyn Woods. She sort of indicates off to the wall. There seems to be a point in the Gwendolyn Woods that is magically obscured, or under some form of enchantment. Whoever we send in there never seems to come out. We even had the bright idea to attach a rope to one of the search parties. We got back half a rope. We aren't sure what he's capable of.
Also, they never seen him.
Some of our officers, no, we have not seen him yet. None of our men have seen him. Some of our officers think that he has made a pact with some sort of magical being. That
A wizard?
A wizard.
It's definitely a wizard.
We don't know for sure yet, but it could be a
It might be
wizard.
a wizard.
It is a very high, powerful wizard.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, your companion mentioned that you met a wizard on the road, and that he
Yes.
attacked you.
Yes.
I have his
Self-defense.
I have his pants!
Good for you. Do you know his name?
Heinrich.
Heinrich.
Ah, you remembered.
Heinrich. Did he have a last name?
He was a tailor
Heinrich, a wizard tailor.
Yes.
I suppose there
who
are.
wore red pants. Fabulous red pants.
They look like this.
Exactly like that.
You pull out the pants and show her, and she's like, "These are quite nice. A little envious of you, actually." She snaps her fingers again, and you see the halfling covered in daggers sort of just step out from a corner. You didn't really see him there. She turns to him and goes, "I need you to go to the colleges and see if there is a Heinrich registered under the wizard registry. He is a penchant for tailoring."
He's got a big white beard. Guinea Israel.
It was actually like this long. It came down to a point like that. But yeah, so he bows again and walks out, opens the door, closes it behind him. She turns to you, and she goes, "Unfortunately, I would love to send you out, especially if you can gather information on this man, Xantar. For you to leave, we do need the permission of the Lord Mayor."
What are we going to need to get his permission?
I honestly couldn't say. That man, at best, is a fickle idiot.
Will he take bribes?
Money doesn't really seem to be a concern of his. I mean, he is Umalarak. Some of their children don't seem to have a concept of money.
What? Do you know of anything that might interest them?
I know he has a fondness for pickles. You can entertain him with games. Apart from that, the only way I know to get through to him, any competency, is through his receptionist, Miss Fossa.
Where can we find this Miss Fossa?
She is usually at his side. If not, she is in the mayor's house. Well, current residence. Behind the reception desk.
Does she have any
Sometimes she'll
interest?
be in the library.
Does she have interests?
She doesn't seem to not have interests. On her off time, we have found her in the library, reading pretty much every book.
That's cool.
She seems to be a very competent woman. Stuck under the boot of a very incompetent man.
Would she be there tonight? Do you think she would be at his house tonight?
What time's your library close?
The library closes around 8. You guys know that if you were to try and walk there now, you wouldn't make it.
Can we stalk her? I can stalk her.
You can try, you'll have to find her first, that's the problem.
Many of our things are still in our carriage. Is there any way we could exit the town to get into those our fictions for the evening?
Our cart's in town.
Shut up.
Oh, sorry. Our cart's not in town. We left it out there.
Stupid animal.
I would help facilitate putting you up here, but unfortunately it is rather expensive, and I don't think I could justify that to my superiors.
Oh, she's stingy. I take another drink.
There is...
Knock you over like 5 glasses, I do.
She looks at the glasses and then looks back up. There is another inn on the other side of town we could make arrangements with. It is owned by the Whisperbend family. It's called the Witch's Brew. I hear it's quite lovely.
Oh,
And
they
it's
must
owned-
have a lot of the wine there.
And yes, the family does own the elderberry orchards.
Mm.
Well, the elderberry and apple orchards.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
We will make arrangements. I will see you in the morning, I hope. It is on the other side of town. I am tired and do not wish to escort you, so I hope you do not mind if I take my leave. She then stands up and makes her way out of the room.
I'd like to do a perception chance. Now, what do you call it? Yeah, perception check.
For what?
To check if we're alone.
Sure.
Oh, that's a good idea. I want to do that too.
18. What is perception?
18?
Yeah.
I don't pass.
So it's 17 total. So I have -1 intelligence.
You see two shadows move through the doorway as it closes. Otherwise,
Okay.
you do not see anyone else in the room other than your fellow compatriots.
All right, listen, team. So far this evening, I'm playing the unsuspecting drunk. I have it pulled, I think.
Oh,
You're very convincing.
how many drinks have you
Yes.
had, dude?
A lot.
You've had...
This many.
We're gonna say you've had like 7 drinks.
More.
What's your constitution modifier? Like 3?
It is. Yes, +3.
Okay.
Plus resistance to poisoning.
Make a constitution roll real quick.
18 again for 21.
Okay, you're good. You feel you have a really good buzz going on.
Thought she'd never leave. Anyway, sure is nice for her to stick up the drinks for the evening. This mayor guy sounds like a piece of work. The town loves him, but he's a complete dickbag. And if the name sounds a bit familiar, can't remember it quite, but
The
pretty
name
sure
sounds
he was
familiar,
an
but you can't
associate.
remember what it was.
I'm pretty sure he's an associate with one of those men we brutally slaughtered and robbed and overthrew in the previous town we were in.
Good.
On
Good.
meeting us, it's unlikely we'll be very well received, so if we are, we should be on our guard. Also, it seems the only condition we have for leaving this town, legally, is through meeting him. Any ideas?
I think we should stake out the mayor's house and the library.
Well, the library's closed, so I think we should do the
probably
mayor's
should
house.
get some pickles.
Oh yeah.
Good
There are
idea.
other ways of getting in there. There's lots of ways to get into places like that. I've done it all the time.
Sure agreed. We go stake out the mayor's house. Sorry, the Lord Mayor.
Should
Can
we
we-
check out the curiosity shop first?
Oh,
What's the
right.
curiosity shop? What's there?
I'll be right back. You guys keep talking.
There was a shop back in town. It looked like it would be a place that I might be able to get in contact with some.
Is this headset wireless?
Huh?
Who's?
Pluto's?
Jeff's? No.
Yeah.
We are legit going to ambush us as we sleep, I think. There's going to be a night attack.
Hmm.
Sorry, go on.
I was just saying the curiosity shop
Sorry.
is just a safe haven and a place where I might be able to get in contact with some of my criminal friends.
All right.
Should we go together or should we split up?
I say we split up. Us two dudes will go together to go make his contacts. I'll be his backup. You cat boy and you elf lady, you go take care of the mayor's house.
Cat boy.
I'm just joking. I know your name's Jolton.
While you're in the curiosity shop, check to see if there are any rare books or anything that we might be able to bribe Miss Fossa with.
Okay.
Or is it Joltar?
Sounds like she might be our key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rare books.
I just want to thank for being cool about this whole name thing.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Hmm.
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 I like how it switches between
She
all
doesn't
of
expect people to remember her name.
Who?
Yes.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
We're going to split up, it seems.
Oh, you're gonna split up
Axel
the
wants
party?
to go to, well, that's what we're talking about. Axel wants to go see if he can find any contacts for information about the mayor and the town.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
the cat and the elf want to go stake out the mayor's house. And
But
I'll
it
get back with
might-
Axel.
It might be a good idea to see if there are books at the curiosity shop, like rare books that we could maybe use.
I-
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think that's intended to be useful. I
do you
really
mean?
feel, well,
The curiosity shop.
I don't want to metagame this, so I'm not going to say anything else.
Oh,
Just
metagame.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything else. Books are stupid.
You
Books
guys,
are great.
You guys can talk out of character, that's fine.
Okay, well...
As long as your characters aren't metagaming, I'm fine with whatever you guys say.
I don't know how to differentiate that. I don't know how to tell people. Listen, Pluto just said that because he felt like saying that. It's not meant for us to go there. You might get lucky and get a small hint, but I think Pluto's out of hints. I don't know how to say that without metagaming.
Well, you didn't make a big deal about the curiosity shop, so I think that's definitely meant to be checked out.
Well, I think that our characters would want to check it out anyways.
Mhm.
All right, new plan. Me and the cat go stake out the mayor's house after one more drink. The elf will go check out the mystery shop. And Axel, you see if you can find a contact person.
At the curiosity shop.
I need more drink. Also, I'm pouring I'm filling out my little secret bottle of booze with all the strong stuff.
Oh my lord.
Just pocketing it now that everyone's gone. So my nicer booze bottle is now a nice little cocktail and much fuller.
Okay, so, well, really to get to the places that you want to go, you don't really have to split up the party that much. You would just have to split up towards the end. You're actually, together walking pretty much most of the way. The problem is that no one knows...
Do we have weapons?
Where... Yeah.
Do I have my axe?
Yes.
They didn't take from me?
No.
Okay.
You didn't give them a reason to, so they let you keep it.
I was very polite.
Surprisingly.
Okay, so the problem is that you guys don't know where the mayor's house is.
It's not on the
So I
map.
think we all need to go to the curiosity shop.
I guess we better go to the shop to ask for advice. That's right. Good plan, elf lady. Saltar. What's your elf's name again?
My elf's name?
It's been a whole week.
It's Zalyth.
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 Talith or Zalyth?
Zalyth.
You don't know either.
Z-A-L...
No, I've been pronouncing it wrong.
I know there's a Z in it.
Z-A-L-Y-T-H, guys. Zalyth.
I didn't know there was a Z. I thought it was a T.
I'm not trying to get her name wrong. I just don't remember. It's been a week.
No, I literally misheard her the first time.
All right. Lead the way, Zalyth.
Alright, you all exit the bar and begin taking the street up towards Town Square.
Do I see the big boob barmaid?
You see her, she is flirting with one of the guards.
By avoiding eye contact with you.
Oh, okay.
Just because prostitution might be legal doesn't mean that.
That's right. I can find someone else.
It doesn't mean that these waiters
Good idea.
waitresses are
Good
prostitutes.
game logic. That's right. I can find someone else. Yeah.
Or that they don't have a choice.
You assumed a lot, and I find that very problematic, friend.
I assumed I was hopeful.
So we're walking down the street.
So you're walking down the street. As you walk down the street, to your left you see a very ornate mansion. It seems to be off sort of by itself. There's nothing really around it. It's on top of a hill. There's a road leading up to it. It's much larger and better looking than most of the houses around it. Well, most of the other buildings you've seen in this town.
Gee, I wonder where this Lord Mayor lives. I guess we'll never know.
As
So
you
we ask the shop owner.
We'd probably have to ask.
So you make your way to the curiosity shop. There's not many people walking around. There's like a few people skulking about. There's some people actually entering and exiting the curiosity shop.
I want to sit outside. Just wait.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a bit warm from drinking. Just a tad bit.
Some people, you guys enter as some other people are exiting. They sort of give Pabst a sort of side glance, but then keep walking without looking back at him. As you enter the curiosity shop, as I said, the place has a good number of torches, very expertly set up so that it is showcasing the best qualities of the items around, which are anything from to tribal masks, things from faraway land. So, there's a little counter there that says magic books, and it's under lock and key, or magic tomes. There is a half-elf sitting behind a chain link.
Are half-elves common in this area? Because there's
No.
a lot of them.
No, this is
Okay.
the first half-elf that has been seen by you guys.
What
Well,
I'm just saying. Because
except
the cat was a half-elf.
she's a full elf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is full elf. There are
'Cause
some.
those should be pretty rare throughout the world. Ugh.
Well, I mean, you have to have a human and an elf that mate, so you have to have either an elf who falls in love with a human, or a human that is good enough at seducing an elf. So,
So a main character, got it.
they're not rare, but they don't tend to stay in the same place for long. Like, that is more common for them. The Curiosity Shop, he looks at you all. He says, "Welcome to the Curiosity Shop. If you have any questions, please let me help you in any way I can."
So, first off, I have these really fancy pants. And I wanted to see how much I'd be able to get for them.
He's like, let me look at them. He then has his hand on the other side of the little window that's there,
Mm-hmm.
like held out, indicating he wants you to put them through to let him look at them more closely. All right, he grabs it. He looks them over, like rubs his hand on the materials. Good, fine stitching, decent material.
Definitely made by a wizard.
The wizard. He looks the pants over, and he's like, he folds them up and places them to the side, and he goes, "I will give you 5 silver for them."
5 silver. You're gonna have to go a little bit higher than that. Those are some high quality pants.
I don't know.
They're magic pants.
They were worn by a wizard.
They were worn by a wizard.
Definitely imbued with magical powers. They made snow.
He looks at you. He looks to the pants. He feels the material again. Definitely not magic pants.
Then how do you explain the fact that they made snow?
A little too many drinks, probably.
From outside, you guys hear, "Did you guys ask him about the pants?"
I do have a question though. Have you seen anybody wearing these pants that ever came through here?
Can't say that I have.
Okay.
Did you see the guy we stole these pants from?
Although, if it's information that you want, I can provide that for a modest fee.
Well, what kind of how good is the information?
The best.
And what might this information be related to?
Depends on the question.
I want to know what you know about what's his name? Zygot.
Xantar?
Xantar.
That will cost you 2 silver pieces.
Keep the
Well,
pants.
You have my pants.
Jerk.
Modest fee. What I know of Xantar is that rumors persist of him being some sort of magical figure. Before this, he was just a common barbarian living in the woods beyond the wall. It seems he did a few jobs. Nothing terribly illegal or dangerous, but nothing terribly illegal. Then suddenly he came to our woods. He came further down from the wall. He began, I wouldn't say raiding, but he wasn't.
What was that?
Axen is apparently drawing
not
Xantar,
here.
king of the
I'm
woods.
not here.
You gotta stop making noise.
I'm not here. Shut up.
The White Witch. He wants us to ask about the White Witch.
Wait, clean.
Then suddenly he became something of a almost demigod-like figure, a boogeyman who sends hordes of unending bandits that come and destroy us. So much so that they actually called the Drake's Guard, and that the Drake's Guard were willing to come, if that is any indication of the damage he wrought. Apart from that, I can tell you rumors, gossip, but nothing I would consider concrete.
And what do you know about the White Queen?
Nothing.
Hmm.
There's a few stories, fairy tales about a certain queen, but
Tell me what are these stories?
fairy tales, mostly. Nothing real out of something that you would find in a common child's book.
Still, I think I'd like to hear them.
Okay. If you could hand me that book over there. You see a not really a tome, but it is kind of a thick book. It says on the side in gold letters, "Fairy Tales for Tots." Do you grab it for him?
Yeah, here you go.
All right, he takes it, flips it open, just rummaging through the pages. Here we are, the Queen of Fairies. Though one does not say her name out loud because it brings her ire. La 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 la. She lives in the realm of fairies.
Okay. Can I take the book from him?
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
I take the book from him. Okay. And I tell them what it says.
Okay, so what you read from it is that she is a magnificently beautiful woman who resides in, who rules the realm of fairies. She is called Titania. There is nothing indicating her about being white, though. Like there's not really a mention to that.
So why is he saying that this is the White Queen?
You can roll insight or investigation.
I walk in from the outside because I'm bored.
Okay.
14 investigation.
Okay.
Your cats are fighting in the background.
He's kind of just stringing you guys along. He has like no idea what you're talking about, but he's just giving you something because you paid him for information.
Okay,
Can you tell us anything about the mayor and how we're going to get out of this damn town?
Well, the mayor is a wonderful man, loved by the people.
Where does she live?
Oh, he just lives across the street, really.
In that giant rich person house that we just passed? Wow!
That is his old house. You're talking about the Thornheart estate. He no longer lives there, and it has remained abandoned for quite some time.
You see, guys, it's a good thing we asked.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to take us to get out of this town?
I would have no idea what it would take to get you out of this town.
He wants more money.
More money.
I put my axe on the countertop.
Intimidate him. Roll intimidation.
Can I roll for intimidation?
You can.
Do it.
16.
Plus what? Or is it just straight 16?
Let me check. Charisma -1. So, no, 0. So 16 flat.
Oh, okay. He seems slightly shaken by what you say, but he seems to compose himself and then goes, "If you want to sell me this axe, I will give you 3 copper for it."
Oh.
I put the scimitar on there next. Boom. There's still blood on it.
Another intimidation roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's 9.
He looks at it and he's like, 1 copper piece. If it were clean, I might give you more, but this has obviously been used.
I put them both back in my pocket and I just sulk away.
Yeah, what will you give me for this kenku feather?
A kenku feather. Let me see.
Hands on the kenku feather.
Okay. He looks at it and he's like, "Is this special in any way?"
Yes, it was taken off of one of Xantar's men.
Oh, one of the bandits.
In the woods in the snow.
I'll give you 5 copper pieces for this. You guys can haggle, right?
Persuade him. Use persuasion.
I don't know. It was quite a battle.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, persuasion.
How do I know this just isn't a common crow feather?
I'm gonna assist her.
He says with a feather.
15 for persuasion.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, no, 17, sorry.
Oh.
17. I have proficiency bonus.
Okay.
You're right that these dice are cursed.
What would you like to tell him?
Yes.
It's a cursed kenku feather? He immediately drops it onto the counter, and he's like, "What's the curse?"
Let's come up with something really good. Curse to always lose your pants.
We whisper to each other.
Yeah. What's the curse? Well, we can speak out a game.
Hey, you guys can make something up. I'm actually encouraging you to make something up right now.
The curse is that anyone who's gotten the Bullywog's blessing will lose it immediately upon touching the Kenku feather.
You lose all your hair.
Oh, that's okay. That's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worry about the Bullywog thing because this guy seems like the type who doesn't play that game. But
If you put it out in the field at midnight under the full moon, what would a Kenku feather do? Let's see.
yeah,
Well,
do we?
You could say it carries the curse of the Kenku.
But then we gotta
That's
figure out
true.
what the curse of the Kenku is.
No, the Kenku are actually a race of crow-like people who were cursed by a god, or by, I think, a demon god, for their ancestors stole something from him and fled, so he gave them a threefold curse. The first bit was he took away their ability to fly. He took away their ability to create anything. They can only copy things, they cannot create their own stuff. And he took away their ability to speak.
It carries the curse of the Kenku.
He looks down at it and he's like, very powerful curse indeed. He reaches and he opens a drawer, reaches into it, and you see him put on a black glove and a pair of tongs and picks them up, and opens another drawer and puts it into a glass case, like a wooden case with like glass on top, and then locks it and then puts it off to the side. I will give you a single gold piece for this.
Okay. Agreed.
No,
No?
a little bit. We can persuade him to go up a little bit higher. Or like maybe we can get a gold piece out of him and some other information or something.
Yeah, maybe as much information as we want.
Yeah.
Oh,
For Axel. Yeah, you should use the opportunity to.
Okay. To roll to get more information, you mean, or?
Oh no, to tap into your network or whatever.
Do you know any counterfeiters that might be able to create some passes for us to get out of town?
The second you say counterfeiters, he then looks around. He's like, I would never know anyone who would do such unlawful acts. He holds up a hand, walks over, opens a door behind the counter, walks to the front door and locks it before walking back over to you. From this position, you can see him better. He has black hair. He is a half-elf. Fairly well-dressed. He has sort of a balding spot right here on the back of his head. Like, it's a little thin there.
He reminds me of that guy from that show. The one where the Nazis win.
Hogan's Heroes?
Oh, Inglourious Bastards?
No, the TV show.
The one you just watched where they took over America and all that crap. High Castle.
High Castle. He reminds me of the shopkeeper guy.
I never saw that man.
The man in the High Castle.
I never saw it either.
It's good.
You said
You'd
Titania
like it.
earlier, by the way, Pluto. Do you mean Titania or do you mean Titania?
Titania.
Okay, Titania. Okay, just checking.
Sorry. Anyways. Nobody watched that show, so that wasn't a useful reference.
It was not, no. His ears are kind of pointy, not very pointy. He's not an ugly man to look at, but he's not very good looking either.
He's no Pabst Pilsner.
He is no Pabst Pilsner. He steps behind the counter again, relocks that little door there, and walks over and he's like, I can provide you with some papers to get out of town if you really want them.
Yeah, we would take those and along with the gold piece for the feather.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, with these dice.
I told you those dice are cursed.
Rolled on the floor. Let's see. Oh, nope. That rolled a 1 on the floor. I'm re-rolling.
I got a 16 persuasion.
Oh, there's a 16. So I got a 20.
Good.
I also got a 16.
All right.
And I'm just in the back of the store, just poking things dejected.
Okay, so he goes, "I'll give you a gold and 5 silver. Is that good enough?"
A gold
And
and passes. Not a gold and 5 silver. We want a gold and the passes.
Fine. 1 gold and the passes. It will take me a few days to make, though.
A few days.
Yes,
So would it persuade you to
if you
be a
want,
lot faster than a few days?
if you want them to be convincing, it's going to take me at least 3 days.
I think that should be okay. Well, if
Yeah.
if we need to figure something else out in the meantime, we can do that. I think we should take
Okay.
it.
It might give us some time to find the receptionist too.
Yeah, we'll just have that in our pocket.
And I
All
will
right,
need
3
to
days,
know.
no longer.
I will need to know your names.
My name is Good Morning Starshine. The Earth says hello.
Is that your full name?
Of the I can't remember my clan name for some reason.
It's on your character sheet. It should be like Forest Shadow or something.
I didn't write it down.
Of course you didn't.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. And I tell him my clan name.
Okay, and he's like, "That's a mouthful.
Yes.
It might take me a little longer to create yours."
Well, mine's short, so it should cut some time out.
Okay, and your name would be?
Axel.
Axel. Last name?
Just Axel.
Okay.
Do we carry IDs otherwise?
Huh?
Do we carry IDs otherwise?
I mean, there's not really a standard form of identification.
Okay.
So we could be anything. Just put Starshine on hers.
Okay, that's
Passes.
not my name.
The
Not my phone.
passes require the full name of the individual. Might I ask your name? He
The
points
name's
that-
Lager.
Yeah.
Boston Lager.
He actually. Okay, so make a what is that?
Thing with the spinning
Deception.
thing.
Deception. Thank you.
Deception. What do I do modifiers for that?
It's
Probably
charisma.
It's always charisma. At least that's neutral. 6. Just fuck no. Where is it? Where's my other die? This is terrible.
You could use Discord if you guys are really hating your dice.
Well, I'll use Discord from now on, but that was a 6.
Okay. He looks and he's like, "Your real name."
Why does my real name need to be? Why do I need my real name for a counterfeit?
Because if I can tell you're lying, the guards will surely be able to tell you're lying. The constables will be able to tell you're lying. Hell, the Lord Mayor, if he comes down, will be able to tell you're lying.
He's got a point.
Pabst Pilsner. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I have not.
Oh.
And your name, my lady?
Zalyth Darksbane.
Zalyth Darksbane, the half-elf. Okay, I will have these for you in 4 days.
4 days.
As I said, it will take a little longer because your name is so long and you are so exotic.
His name is Axel.
Yours. I could do it it would take 4 days for me to even get his name down because it's just a single name and obviously never mind, it's just going to take 4 days.
I'm sulking.
All right.
Alright, well, before we leave, we're gonna need that gold piece.
Yeah.
He opens a drawer, takes a gold piece, and then puts it. Actually, wait, no. How much? Oh yeah, no, the pants were paid for. So he puts he slides the gold piece through the window. If you will be needing anything else, please stop by.
One last thing.
Yes.
Do you know anything about any tiny halfling ninjas around here?
I am aware that our sub-commander employs many assassins.
Is that normal for this area?
And we prefer to be called rogues. Thank you.
You're not a ninja.
You're
a bright orange cat.
I
Believe
can
it.
stealth. I can hide. I can disappear. I don't. I roll an 11. Can you beat that?
With his perception?
Yeah.
Yeah, his passive perception beats that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he had a flat 10 for perception.
Who? Axen or Pabst or
Yeah,
Delta
for
Ryan?
Pabst.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's Pabst. Then if he has a flat 10, then yeah, he can't beat it. And he just like, where did she go?
No, I'm rolling for this. Fuck you. I'm tired of this shit. Tired of crap beat everywhere.
You were trying to cheat. She disappears.
No, we're rolling for this. You're gonna pull this bullshit. You're doing it fair and square.
You rolled an 8.
That was before. That was me testing to see if I would have been better, which I did. Because before it was a 6. 9. Okay, whatever.
So she disappeared. Like you like glance away, and then suddenly she's gone. Deltarius is looking at you, hiding behind the tribal mask, and rubbing his temple a little bit.
Does she knock it over?
No,
No, I hit.
she's standing perfectly behind it. It's just that you aren't really looking there. Okay, unless you have any other business.
I do. I have a private matter that I'd like to talk with you about. Is there somewhere we can speak in a little bit more, where it's a little more private?
He says we can speak outside.
All right.
He walks out, he unlocks the door and indicates for you to follow him back into the alleyway where the door you saw him walk in earlier in the day is. He looks at the rest of you and goes, I trust you will behave yourselves inside of my store.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, so I follow him around to the back, and I pull out the cryptic note that I have in my bag. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
He looks at it, he glances over, and he's, no. Where did you get this?
It's just something I've had with me for a while, but I can't decipher it. Is there anything you could tell me about it?
Well, it might be written in a language
Wow.
of some sort.
This guy is the worst.
Is writing normally in languages in this world?
Yes. He looks at it and he's like, if you let me hold on to it, I might be able to reach out to some people who might be able to decipher it. I cannot make any promises. I've never seen a language even remotely like this.
Okay, well, I'm not feeling comfortable handing it to you, but if you do hear of anything, you could just put some feelers out. Perhaps you could get back to me. Yes, how much?
For this kind of job, 9 silver up front,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 gold and 1 silver upon delivery.
All right, and as we go through towns, I assume that this will be passed through your network?
If you leave here, I will do my best to send you the information I require.
Okay, if you do your best, I'll make sure to do my best to make sure you get the payment that you deserve.
I'm sure I will.
Okay, so
He
9
then-
silver?
Yeah, he takes the silver from you and then walks back into his shop. What have you guys been doing while he was outside?
I switched a book and a lamp's location on the shelves.
Oh, took the fairy tale book.
Okay. Axel, have you been doing anything?
Criminal man. What have you done today? Hmm?
I might have slipped behind the counter and taken my pants back.
The door is locked. You'll have to make a thieves' tools rolls.
A what? Oh, thieves' tools rolls.
Oops.
Okay.
Only him or all of us?
Well, if he's the one picking the lock, then...
Oh.
Okay. 5.
Plus
Oh.
your proficiency bonus. You do have thieves' tools, right?
Yeah, I have these tools.
Okay.
Um,
You have a proficiency with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So +2.
Mhm.
Yeah. +2.
So that's an 8.
Well, how long does it take Zalyth to talk to this guy? Can he take 10?
No, it does not take that much time.
It doesn't take that much time?
Well, I mean, it doesn't take enough time for you to take 10. Taking 10 assumes that you guys have enough time to sit there and, like, meticulously work on something.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So I try to pick the lock.
So you are picking the lock. This It's not that sophisticated of a lock, but for some reason your hands are like slipping every so often instead of hitting the right tumblers. You actually drop your thieves' tool at one point and bend to pick them up right as he walks through the door.
Oh, that was quick. Did you all get everything figured out? As I slide my tools back into my bag.
He looks at make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay. He just kind of glances around at you guys and he's like, "Yes, I'll be able to help your friend as much as I can."
We're not suspicious.
He looks around at you guys and just kind of nods and walks over to the door and unlocks it and, locks it behind him. Gets back behind the counter. Will that be all?
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Thanks a lot, friend.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll be in touch. 4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. That's you got it right.
Yes, I definitely have that full name.
He had to rewrite it.
He's writing something else down now. You guys leave the store. What is your walking order right now?
Why does that matter?
What is your
I'm in
walking order?
front because I'm buzzed. I have my axe out. I'm swinging around. And I'm singing a song.
Okay.
It sounds a bit like this. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da.
All right. Who's next?
I'll follow.
Okay.
I'll
I sure
say
hope no Lalafell assault shush.
I'm at the end since I stayed back to tell him 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you walk out, or as
You're the worst.
yep, as
Husbandito, you are the worst.
as Starshine walks out, there is a you can see her fur has turned blue,
No!
except for the front part of her. Her pack
No.
is blue. Deltarias looks up. Next time you steal something, it will be much worse. So yeah, you walk out.
Does
Where
he
did-
want it back?
Where did you hide the book, by the way?
Well, in my pack.
Okay.
How's it going, Doraemon?
He makes no indication that he wants you to open your pack or look at anything or take out and give him the book back.
Yeah, it's probably ruined now, jerk.
So, out of curiosity, is blue fur normal, or is does everyone know Core is a sticky fingers now?
Everybody knows I'm sticky fingers.
Everyone would know, yeah. So, but by the way, not all of her fur is blue. It's just the back part of her.
She is grumpy and sulking because now the book's ruined.
All right, so I assume you guys are where are you guys going now? Actually,
We're going. I think I'm walking towards the end.
Yeah, we're
with the
going
honey
to
line.
Okay.
Man.
So you get to the inn. You pass by the houses. You pass by a very large orchard with a cottage in front of it. And then you get to a inn with a big cauldron made out of wood and the witch's brew over that. It doesn't look as extravagant as the Broken Back Bullywug. It's nice. It's quaint. You walk in. There is a man behind the bar. He says, "Welcome to the Witch's Brew." There is a family sitting there eating dinner, or just finishing up dinner, actually. You smell something good coming from the kitchen. Go ahead.
Oh, we're just getting rooms, right?
Well, rooms should be arranged for us, I think.
Well, they should be arranged for us, but we haven't paid for them.
Yeah, no. The cat. So I whispered to you guys, huddle, quick, huddle.
We had to.
Mission. Because of all the drinks we had to have, the captain was a bit unwilling to provide us with rooms tonight. So we could try, perhaps, insisting she's paying for them and sticking with the bill, or we could just request the rooms ourselves. What's that? You want to try sticking with the bill? Okay.
That sounds good to me.
My good man.
Let's do it.
I believe the captain here was earlier. The elf captain with the tiny ninja assassins. You know her.
Oh yes, Farronville, Megmora. She
Yes.
has one of her a little. He looks around and he goes, polite assistants came around and arranged for you to have one night She arranged for 4 rooms for one night.
Oh, that's great.
Cool.
By the way,
That was
about
easy. 4 nights.
these polite assistants, how many does she have?
Quite a few, I imagine.
She? Well, if you just give us the keys, we'll be off to bed.
He looks on the back wall where there's a couple keys arranged. He takes 4 off and puts them down. And he says, the 4 single rooms, I would ask that you keep it down for our other guests. Some of them have
Do we look like the rowdy type? I don't think we look like the rowdy type.
Yeah,
We
whatever.
look like
I take my key and I
quite
leave.
nice. It's like
To be
I have all this
fair,
blue fur.
yes, to be
like-
fair, you have a bunch of blue on you.
I'm like, no, we are calm, kind, polite, appropriate guests. Thank you very much.
And I'm clearly drunk. Or at least tipsy.
I
I'm not
don't,
drunk, I'm tipsy.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but we do all know what that blue means.
It means
And he
I have-
indicates to your back.
excellent taste in makeup. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Your rooms are the first door, are the first ones once you go up the stairs. If you would like anything to eat, my wife has made a wonderful stew for tonight. And again, I do ask you that you keep it quiet, because there are people trying to sleep and they have to get up early.
I
Okay.
take a bowl of soup and I walk it up to my room.
Okay. A teenage girl with red hair comes out and hands you a bowl of soup. She curtsies and walks back into the back room where you hear her talking with what sounds like a much older woman.
How important is it that she has red hair?
Just the people here all have red hair.
Okay.
It's just a part of this world building.
I get this. So much of it, I'm curious.
I'm ready for
which is the
bed.
important part.
I go on up.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna head on up too.
All right. You all head up to your rooms. They are actually pretty quaint. If I had to relate it to anything in the real world, it's kind of like a bed and breakfast type feel. Pretty nice sheets. Nothing too extravagant. There's a desk, a nightstand, bed, and a dresser in each room.
Okay.
The beds are fairly comfortable. They're a lot more comfortable than the cart, and much more comfortable than the last inn you slept in.
Okay.
All right, and so you all go to bed and drift off to dreamland.
This may be a good time to
Yeah,
end for tonight.
That's what I was gonna say.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys want to.
What are you doing, husbandito?
Writing down where we left off. Axen, you're going to gain 1 level of exhaustion, though.
Why?
Because you still have a crossbow bolt in your shoulder.
Oh.
Oh, I could have fixed that, huh?
No one has said anything!
He didn't
Good.
want us to fix it.
Where's
He's
exhaustion?
Let's see. You have disadvantage on ability checks.
Alright, move this to the morning.
Remind me.
And what? Disadvantage on
Remind
what?
me to heal you.
It's
I have
disadvantage on ability checks. So whenever you would roll an ability check, you roll 2 dice and take the lower.
Okay, where is the exhaustion point, though? I can't see that.
Just write that somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay. There's a fucking bolt in your shoulder. Take it out.
Exactly.
well, it's a combination of the fact that you have a bolt in your shoulder that you haven't, ripped out, cleaned. It's still a wound. And you,
And no one mentioned this entire evening until now.
I forgot about it.
I'm just saying, people would at least point out there's a bolt in your shoulder.
And you didn't want us to do anything about it before.
people
I
have
thought it was
actually...
cool. I
People
thought that
have
was
been,
that.
people have been looking at it, you just haven't noticed them looking at it.
How would I?
We're a fairly
Exactly.
narcissistic group.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
Experience?
Everyone gets 25 experience.
Yay.
All right, Moonshine, Axel.
Starshine.
Ominous voice. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Night, guys.
Night.